us up for the week, which by the time the weekend hits, we're sitting there going, man, I really rocked it. I'm doing well. So my purpose of every Motivational Monday is for just about 10 minutes right before the day gets going. Bang, we're off and running. And I want you to contemplate at least one of the things that I provide today. And in the challenge at the very end, I want you to at least contemplate adding one of those challenges to get you going for the week. So let's get rocking and rolling. So today, the message I had for today is one I think more people need to hear. And it's really, you've got to really know what season you're in. Because a lot of the frustration that we feel in life, in fitness, or in growth, it's not because we're failing, it's because we truly don't understand the season we're in. We compare, we expect to harvest everything right at the moment, like John's doing, when we're supposed to be planting. We wonder why it feels slow when in reality, we're right on track. So today I want to walk you through the 4 seasons of success and to help you figure out exactly where you are. So you can stop stressing, you can start building, and you can move with more purpose than pressure. So let's get into it. So the first season you get into is planting. And this is where most journeys begin. You've made a decision, you're starting to form habits, you're doing the work, but you don't see results yet. This is the silent grind. It feels slow, it feels unrewarded, but what you really need to understand is this. Just because nothing looks different doesn't mean nothing is happening. In the planting season, the roots are forming. You're building your foundation, consistency, systems, self-belief. It's not sexy, it's not flashy, but without this season, you don't get the others. And that goes to season 2, which is tending. Now your seeds have sprouted. You've got some momentum. You're showing up. You're feeling better. Maybe your strength is improving. Your mindset is sharper. Your energy is shifting. And here's the challenge of the season. You're not done. But the grind is still real. You're no longer just getting started, but you're not yet reaping the big rewards. This is the grit zone. You don't need hype, you need habits. You don't need perfect days, you need consistent ones. This season builds maturity. It's where the average typically quit and the committed grow, which leads to season 3, which is blooming. Here's where things start to feel aligned. You're not just doing the work, you're becoming the person. You're walking in with confidence. People are starting to notice. You feel stronger, clearer, more dialed in. This is where you feel the momentum start to take over. And here's the key. Don't get cocky. Stay humble. Because blooming isn't the finish line, it's the signal that harvest is coming. You have to stay grounded, you have to stay locked in, and you have to protect what you've built, which then leads to harvest. And this is the moment that you've worked for. This is the visible change, the milestone goal, the mental breakthroughs. Life starts reflecting the investment you've made. So celebrate it, acknowledge it. But here's what I want you to remember. The way you handle harvest determines the strength of your next planting season. Too many people hit this point and let off the gas. But real growth, it recycles. You harvest, you reinvest, you plant again with more experience, clarity, and purpose. So the first step is knowing what season you're in. And here's where most people go wrong. They confuse their season with someone else's. You're in planting, they're in harvest. And you think you're behind. You're not. You're just in a different phase. And every phase has purpose. So don't judge your progress by someone else's payoff. Judge it by your commitment to showing up for the season you're in right now. So here's the challenge I have for you. This week, I want you to identify your season. Be honest. Are you in planting, tending, blooming, or harvest? Choose one behavior or mindset that aligns with that season. So planting, commit to daily action. Tending, refuse to miss 2 days in a row. Blooming, stay grounded and focused. Harvesting, well, reflect and then reinvest with purpose. So I want you to write out this phase. I'm in my blank season, and this week I will blank. And I want you to post that in our group when I hit this replay. Share it with a friend or speak it daily. But live like you believe it. That's the key. Because here's the truth. Success isn't a straight line. It's really a cycle. And the fastest way to kill momentum is to misread your moment. So this week, stop comparing, stop rushing, stop wishing for harvest when it's time to plant. Know your season, work your season, and trust that every season has value, especially the hard ones. You're not stuck. You're just being prepared. So let's show up for the season that we're in now and build what's coming next. So until next time, stay steady, stay grounded, and keep moving forward because you're growing more than you know. All right, my friends, look for that replay. I want to see what season you're in and what you're going to do this week. Thanks for coming on. Good to see my newcomers. As far as Mark Marcia, good to see you guys. I'll see you guys next week or in the gym.